Good day everyone. Hello and welcome back to Sterling's Global. I'm Arfol and I'm the founder of Sterling's Global, a UK-based accounting firm specializing in e-commerce and local businesses. As always, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you are new here, glad you could join us, and yes, everyone is welcome. On this channel, we do a deep dive into different pain points and challenges that our clients usually have, and discuss valuable insights that can help entrepreneurs, self-starters and freelancers. For today, we will be tackling many entrepreneurs are interested in forming their company in the US as a foreigner or someone based overseas. This discussion is just one of the many that we are doing regarding company formation. So watch out for our regular uploads. Company registration in the US. As an Amazon seller, the idea of tapping the US market is really enticing. With the right product, you can make thousands of sales in a short period of time. For instance, socks. Almost everyone in the US buys socks, and when you market it correctly, you will definitely profit from it. But before you make that sale to an American buyer, sadly, you must be legal in conducting business activities in the US. Here at Sterling's Global, we want to help entrepreneurs like you. We understand that starting a business or expanding your operations to the US can be financially rewarding, given how big the market is. But with great rewards come great risk, a fact that many entrepreneurs are painfully aware of. You can reduce the risk of losses when you understand the company registration USA process better. In this guide, you will learn about our 10 key points in setting up your business in the US when you are based overseas or a non-resident. First on my list, you have two options for company structure. Like in most countries, you can do business in the US as a sole proprietorship or a company. However, there are more cons than pros when you operate as a sole trader. For instance, sole proprietors do not have significant protection against liability. Their business obligations become their personal debt. There are two common business structures in the US for foreign entrepreneurs: limited liability company, which is the LLC, and C corporation, which is the C Corp. Both insulate their owners from personal liability and debts because they are considered separate legal entities. LLC and C Corps can have foreign members or shareholders, unlike S corporations that can only be owned by US residents. Second thing to remember, determine the best corporate entity for your business before proceeding with the company registration USA process. You must decide which one of the two, LLC or C Corp, is the most suitable structure for your business, and below are some of the differences. An LLC is not subject to stringent bookkeeping requirements covering a C Corp. It is easier to set up and offers flexibility but enough protection to its owners. Another advantage is avoiding double taxation. An LLC does not pay taxes on its profits, which are passed through to its members. C Corp is taxed twice. It must pay corporate taxes to its earnings before distributing the profit, and its shareholders have to pay personal income taxes on dividends received. However, a C Corp can easily raise more capital by offering stocks, shares to external investors. Thirdly, Delaware is an ideal state for company formation. Regarding company registration USA, non-resident entrepreneurs can choose to do it in over 40 states. The laws and regulations vary for every state, and they will impact your taxes and overall business operations. The best state to register is where you will conduct most of our business. But if you run an online operation or do business across various locations, consider setting up shop with low hurdles and tax burdens. Delaware is particularly preferred for its corporate law protecting owners and officers and openness to foreign entrepreneurs and management. If you wish to incorporate in Delaware and speed up the process, consult with an expert from Sterling's Global. Here is our fourth point that will have everyone cheering. A USA address isn't necessary. As a foreign national establishing your company, Delaware does not require a physical address, unlike most US states. Having a physical presence in the state is not necessary for incorporating your LLC, but is best to enlist the services of a registered agent. They will serve as the liaison between your business and the local government, receiving documents and transactions on your behalf. We at Sterling's Global can act as your representative and provide an actual US address for your important correspondence. Number 5 on my list. You don't need a visa to set up your business. Company registration USA as a non-resident does not require a visa. There are no need to obtain a valid American visa, which can be a significant hurdle to incorporate your business in the country. Managing your LLC from outside the US is permitted, so it doesn't entail a work visa. It will only be required if you enter the country to work under your business. In that case, you must apply for an E2 visa as a foreign entrepreneur. Our 6th point tackles another important detail. Have a list of the required documents. When incorporating as an LLC in the USA, you must prepare the following documents: Articles of Organization, LLC Membership Certificate, IRS Form SSS4, and the application for Employer Identification Number, which is the EIN. Office address. Documentary requirements vary from state to state. The above list may be lacking for other states. Sometimes they may necessitate a US bank account and certificate of formation. Working with a registered agent like ourselves, which is Sterling's Global, ensures proper compliance for your business. 7th on my list is understand the company registration USA process. Incorporating your company generally involves the following steps. Pick a distinctive name for your company that has not been registered or used. Choose a state, submit the legal documents to the proper agencies, and pay the required fees. And then obtain your EIN, but if you work with an agent, they can handle it all for you. Again, the steps may differ for each state. For instance, you must obtain a bank account first for your application to be approved. 8th is there are benefits to registering a US business. Entering the US market is a lucrative venture. Apart from it, there are other benefits to company registration USA as a non-resident, such as low corporate tax. Some states offer financial incentives to foreign investors, encouraging them to establish their operations in said locations. Access to technology. The US is among the most technologically advanced countries in the world. Working with the latest technology eases company operations. Equal treatment. The country's laws and regulations do not discriminate between foreign and locally owned businesses, putting you on equal footing with your competitors. Our ninth point is just as important. You have tax obligations. Whenever you conduct business, know that tax will always be inevitable. Believe me, I have dealt with sales tax, VAT and income tax, and all of these things we will discuss on another day. Although there are financial incentives to starting a business in the US, your newly established LLC is not exempt from complying with sales and federal tax laws. You automatically have obligations as a taxpayer. For example, you are an Amazon seller with buyers in the US. You have to collect and remit sales taxes to the proper authorities. And if your LLC has other US sourced income, it's crucial to settle its corporate taxes. Business taxation can be confusing for corporate entities, so partner with an experienced tax advisor, or you can just partner with us. Part of the compliance is filing quarterly tax returns, which can be handled by your representative. Lastly, you may need company registration USA assistance. Establishing your USA company may seem easy on paper, but that isn't always the case. There may be state-specific laws and policies that you have overlooked or did not understand, leading to unnecessary delays and hefty penalties. Ensure a smooth, seamless registration of your LLC when you hire a qualified or experienced agent like Sterling's Global to do the legwork. They are familiar with the process, have the information to accomplish the task, and can advise you on your next step. Right guys, let's do a quick recap of what we have talked about so far, because I'm sure you may have forgotten some of it. It's quite a long list of 10 things, and everything is crucial even though they are complicated. First, you have two choices of structuring your company, which are LLC or C Corporation, shortened to C Corp. Each has its own pros and cons, but both offers protection to business owners because they are considered as separate legal entities in the US. If you're asking where to register your company, Delaware is an excellent option for not being restrictive in all corporate laws. Plus, you don't need a US address when you incorporate in Delaware. Another point to remember, you don't need a US visa to establish your company. However, you do need to submit necessary documents and understand the registration process. While there are benefits to settling up your businesses in the US, know that you still have the tax obligations, even if you are a non-resident of the country. That's why it's best to work with someone like us so we can assist you at every step. Now let's dive into our frequently asked questions about company registration as foreign national. First on the frequently question is, how long does it take to register a company in the US? The company registration USA process is relatively short when compared to other countries. Expect to have your LLC registered and established within 10 to 15 days in the state you plan to register. However, it's prudent to add some leeway in your timeline, perhaps a week for unforeseen problems. Second FAQ is, does the state authority reject company registrations? Yes, sometimes, as with other agencies. When that happens, you have to review the reason behind the rejection and address it by amending the errors. The scenario can be daunting and disheartening, especially when you are doing it yourself, considering hiring an agent to minimize missteps and oversteps. Last on my list of the FAQ is which is better to register or which is ideal for my registration of my business. Is this LLC or C corporation? The answer depends on how you want to run your operations. If you want to keep it simple and tax liabilities to a minimum, an LLC may be the right choice. But if you have plans for future expansion and additional investors, consider a C Corp for your business. Entering the US market is financially rewarding and possible even if you are a non-resident. Start your journey on the right foot by understanding the proper company registration US process with the above key information. It also pays to work with a qualified agent so you can focus on growing your business instead of worrying over the minute details. Let the team at Sterling Global guide you from start to finish. Right, everyone, that's all for today. We hoped you have learned a lot about company formation from today's discussion. Although it's something I'm already familiar with, it's still great that I get to share these insights with you. To see how we can help you more, do check out our site sterlingsglobal.com. We have tons of accounting related articles that could help you stay in the know. So if you enjoyed our tips and tricks, want to learn something more similar, please like, follow and subscribe to our media channels. Check out our community forum, YouTube channel and podcast to find answers to your pressing questions. I'll be leaving the links below so you can visit them. Again, my name is Arafol of Sterling's Global and I hope to catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot guys. Bye bye now.